Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and read your skill check on theme. At the top, you'll see a skill check rubric. This is what scores you can expect to get depending on how many answers you got correct. So if you got all five correct, you'd get a 4, 3 to 4 correct, you'd get a 3, 1 to 2 correct, you'd get a 2, and if you don't complete this, you will get a 0. Make sure you complete your first and last name by typing it in here. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and look at question 1. What is the theme of the story? Jen and Ann are planning to make a short film for school. They're supposed to film someone interesting in their town. Jen wants to film a man who makes art from old bicycles. Ann wants to film a woman who is cleaning up the creek to help fish. They decide to meet halfway and film both. They agree to call the film Helping the Earth. So what is the theme of this story? Is it that you should always choose the idea that is best? Working together helps solve a problem? Or filmmaking is a good skill to learn? Pause the video if you need more time to answer the question, and continue when you're ready to move on to number 2. Again, we're looking for the theme or message of the story. Wes was out looking for dragons. He found the giant beasts battling each other in the treetops. He couldn't see them clearly, just a flash of green and brown. But he knew the dragons were there because the tree branches were shaking very hard. Wes's little sister Katie came out to find him. "What are you doing?" she asked. Wes answered, "Shh, I'm chasing dragons." Katie crossed her arms and said, "That's just the wind." Wes got quiet and leaned towards Katie. "But wouldn't it be more fun if there were really dragons?" Katie stopped and thought. Then she smiled and pointed. "Look, there's a green dragon now." What is the message of the story? Is it to have fun? It is fun to use your imagination. You shouldn't believe everything you hear, or don't judge others because they are different. Number 3, what is the theme of the poem Dreams by Langston Hughes? Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. As you can see, barren means an empty field as in the picture. So what is the theme of this poem? Don't be afraid of change, never give up on your dreams, or life is full of problems to solve. Number 4, what is the lesson here? Danielle's team was 10 points behind, and the game was nearly over. They really wanted to beat the Royals this year. Danielle made 2 baskets and Sylvia made 2 more. Danielle had one last shot to tie the score, but the buzzer went off as she was lining up a shot. On the bus ride home, the girls felt good even though they had lost. They had played hard and it was a close score. Plus, they would have had another chance to beat the Royals next year. So what is the lesson here? Things are not always what they seem. Doing your best is more important than winning. You should always take responsibility for your mistakes. And your last question, what is the theme of this story? At the Circle J Ranch, Sheriff Lopez tied off his horse and came toward the house. It looked like the whole town was watching. The widow Johnson stood in the doorway, not moving. The landlord had sent some rough-looking cowhands to collect her rent. After some time, the widow heard coins clinking at her feet. Her neighbors had started building a pile of money. She smiled at the landlord's men and said, "There's the rent, now off my land." Everyone cheered. Even the sheriff threw his hat in the air. What is the theme here? Love is stronger than anything, or working together makes a big difference. Once you're finished, make sure you click submit and turn this in, and then head back to your workbook to turn everything in for reading this week.